disrupt any sort of trap play M80 was going for there on that B main and fully investing into it, being confident that they're going to come out on top of these brawls. Just looks so clean. And this is the side of Envy that, frankly, we've been waiting for all year.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for them to have that, yeah.
And Kesnet, he was disheartened at times, really, talking about it. He's only really ever known individual success in every single team he's been part of. And this one, this Envy, a tough time of things. And as I speak, okay, cursed him in real time. Following through off the rest of his team's going to be following through off the pressure. They're taking up space nicely. Trade intact this one, but he is also surrounded. He is also surrounded inside the smoke. It's the only defense he has. But the protocols are nice. Leaping into the fray, shorty in hand. They clean up the kills regardless. Season and nade though should be a little bit better, but not quite getting the target. Sidestep. Glyph is still alive for now. 3v3. M80 though, in position, but his wraparound from Knights could be absolutely everything it's watched for. Snizzle with that peak, but still you got to deal with the anchoring players. And it's all Envy once more.
I mean, M80, they had the right read. They got that first opening kill, putting down Kesnet. But just the mistake of giving up your life after that, leaving Alvin on an island alone on that site.
Oh my god, this shit. I just want to watch party.
Bro, I'm trying to help them win, and they can't win. I'm trying to help them win.
What does he mean? A lot of bros. We're seeing a similar look at M80. This is what they were doing on their previous eco. Trying to set up a bit of a trap play to punish some of these players' forwards, but Envy, they're so ready for it every single time. They wait in the smoke, they wait for the util, and it goes both ways.
I mean, Kesnet's just creating so much chaos and disruption in any kind of look M80 is trying.
And it goes both ways.
I mean, Kesnet's just creating so much chaos and disruption in any kind of look M80 is trying to have. Whether they are playing further back, getting that info on that Viper on Raptors last round to this round, just absolutely trusting in his teammates' utility, taking that space and shutting M80 down. M80, they're going to have to win this next round to start building that momentum, building back their economy. Otherwise, this could very well snowball so far for Envy.
Definitely could. It's M80 that are lacking a lot of that
what
confidence.
What is this?
First map jitters that Kaplan was talking about. They need a round on the board. Anything to see if they can stunt this string of rounds that Envy have managed to put together off the back of the Thrifty. Kai's going to make a go of things here. They've got plenty of money to work with, but he's going to be shut down regardless. It is dangerous tidings currently.
I think one look that we haven't seen out of M80 that we're used to seeing them do in Tier 2 with those adjustments is instead of trying to brawl out right off the bat and take that early fight with all that utility coming out at you, is instead take your timing, let that first wave of util go, let Kesnet get that original space, and then try and fight for it back, catch them off guard and disrupt their exec. Because as soon as you lose those early lives, it opens up the round and the sights for Envy to just kind of tunnel through, leaving your team in a pretty rocky and man disadvantage retake.
In the second half of this game.
It's been tough going here. Envy, they're all in this time though. A lot of util's going to be flying forwards, and this is some fake pressure. It's very much real. Bonnie very much ready for it though. The deep TP, Team 1 is punished. Overdrive now popped up. Caillou, it's hard anchoring. Caillou! It's unreal. Back against the wall between a rock and a hard place, yet still finds a way forwards. What we needed to see from M80, they desperately needed a round like that.
I mean, what a round coming in from their IGL2. He was struggling in that first map on Ascent, but he has a new look to him. I feel like him, the leader, getting a round like that just instills confidence throughout the rest of this team. And also finding a way to actually shut down such an insanely fast round coming out from Envy. Even Ross is shocked.
That's my reaction. I mean, the pre-fire was just insane. All right, Envy, they decide we're not going to be disheartened after that. Didn't go too poorly.
Looks like they're just running straight back.
Yep.
Caillou can't do that twice.
No, surely not. It's just a one-off. Similar to the util. It's a deep TP. Demon 1 is going to commit the ult onto the site. Meanwhile, running back up and through into heaven.
M80, they have insane retake ults here. They have that Fade ult for info to kind of counter that Viper ult. They have the Neon ult that they can use to try and mow it down.
You gotta think. War chest is brewing right now for M80. How does the retake look? The plant already down. Time is ticking here. It's a pit to try and get through in the end. This one's going to be flying up and overhead here, landing straight into his own neighbor. They haven't really cleared much of the pit at all. These players are being ripped to pieces. Nismo, it's an ult available in the back pocket, and already 2 kills to his name. It's shut down in the end. Knights taking over. Shutting it all away, and there's no chance whatsoever now. No chance at all for M80.
I mean, they had no space. Envy still had a late lurk with Kesnet in that A main. They weren't taking ramp control. They didn't have control of screens. They're forced to flood out from heaven, and that's a really hard angle to come out of.
Yeah, it's very tough, especially into the pit on top of it. I mean, they're trying to surround the pit, but really, it was disjointed.
You're just falling into the hands of these players that are hard anchoring that ult, not really having anything to go into it with.
Yo, I see you with the pinch. I saw you.
Oh yeah, you saw that shit. I'm telling you, bro.
See, they have those little micro plans going into the round already, and another different look from Envy, going for a 4-1 setup.
It's looking a bit like Leviathan to my eyes. Wait, this one's playing out, but Nismo is ready, waiting. That rocket is way too wide. It's wasted. And
Nismo playing goalless? I didn't even notice it. What? Nismo playing
Not done. Not by any margin. This guy
is there a reason behind
dissecting and ripping apart the site. The B site now theirs for the taking. And already Rossi trying to apply that squeeze. Stand up matters not. Still these players trying to take him out. Hops up onto the box. Eventually brought down to his knees. We're seeing it at least, but still Demon 1 has got it all under control. And once more, poor Adam left alone in an unwinnable spot.
I would say normally he thrives in clutches, but being 1 HP, it's better just to save and try and have another gun going another round. But that was a great adjustment from M80. They kind of did what I was hoping to see, is play a little bit further back, let them take that B main space and then disrupt, but the rocket didn't land. Nismo gets punished, and then from there, Kesnet has all the confidence in the world to fully run onto site and pick off Alvin Boy.
I gotta get another monitor.
And the ideas are going amiss currently. M80. And they're really struggling. They've had a lot of time at the boot camp to shore up some potential weaknesses. The split win in the grand finals that even got them here. It was powered by a lot of clutches, powered by a lot of hero plays. I was hoping we could see some more adjustments, but just everything going wrong for this team right now. What is that?
Why is the commentator blaming fucking Nismo?
Yeah. They're trying so hard to find these solutions.
But god
damn,
just
getting
stop
punished
blaming
everywhere they go.
man.
Either util's not connecting.
Full stunned with a judge shot a slidey, you got 1 tap.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Still finding the kill.
See, but if that was me, I get 1 tap from a judge like 8 years away.
100%. Yeah, that's happening to me too.
Bro, I'm happy this motherfucker is
pressing escape, hitting the report button, every single checkbox getting hit.
And a little bit relevant.
This is a tough one, isn't it? M80 are, I mean, struggling is an understatement at this point, because they are losing grip of the entirety of the series at this point. They need a course correction, but it's a weird one, to be honest. When we've been talking about a lot of these tier 2 teams going in, EMEA tier 2 teams have been having a ton of success in the play-in so far. In fact, we're guaranteed to have one of them in the playoffs of EMEA. It's just the way it's going to work out later on. And so a ton of success there. But for M80, a lot of these teams in Tier 2, you would expect them to be the underdogs, I think, going up against the partnership teams. It's kind of been flipped on its head ahead of this series with the narratives.
I mean, just because of how much success they found, and also if you look at their prep time, they had a whole month to kind of reinvent themselves, have a new look coming into stage 1, and really build on that foundation that brought them so much success in the first place, whereas Envy, they arguably were the underdogs. It's just the little prep time they had, and just how kind of rough they looked around the edges.
It feels like the pressure is really getting to M80. Crumbling beneath the weight of it right now, while Envy are just running away with a map. Alvin again is going to be feeling pressured once more. Tested into the anchor spot, but the paranoia is good. A bit of spam. Supplementary in from mid. Rossi is going to be punished. It's a big one.
I mean, a round like this is the one that got them one of their first rounds on the board. Playing that 1-3-1, being willing to flood into that B side, and they absolutely put Envy's aggression to a stop and even got another weapon online for Bonnie.
Exactly what M80 ordered. Envy not willing to rush into too much yet.
Last time I got a banger monitor.
Slow and steady while the orb is up. You're right, M80, they got that extra gun. 2 rifles in play. See how this one gets played though, now with a Prowler being broken. They're setting their sights towards that direction.
2
seconds.
And they already used a lot of their A
Crazy
lot of damage for
shots.
Util.
Yep, definitely so. At this point, Envy are running out of answers in a round like this. It's a beautiful smoke team, and one's barely out of there. Whittled down and just trying to gear up themselves into that B split. It's all on Bonnie, holding down onto the high ground, but he just turns at the right moment. Twists on a dime, shuts it down, and that spike out of grips, out of sight.
Finally, they get a
Out of options as Demon 1. M80 back into things.
I mean, that first kill, even though Envy were running a 4-1 setup, just getting that extra gun online puts M80 in such a great spot, and the utility that they use, that flood, kind of denying Envy's only plan from there because their lurker was picked off, just completely to a halt, having them reevaluate what they want to do, and they started to get a little bit disconnected. Like, this is insane.
That's a great idea. I mean, listen, he puts up the orb, drops it down when Rossi's trying to take a timing off the back of him, catches him completely unaware.
Yeah.
It's the right round to do it. Yeah, it's the right round to do it when you're on an eco as well. It's risky, but it got them the gun, and it gets M80 a round win, and it forces a timeout out of Envy. I believe the first one we're seeing from them in this entire series.
Yeah.
Could be mistaken with that one, but
Let me check on my phone.
It looks like they're trying to bring out an attack op, have a little bit of a different look, and maybe might feel like they're getting a little bit more of a read on how they want to play against either the super fast aggression that Envy have been putting or those slower rounds that we've been seeing here and there. They don't want M80 to get momentum. They don't want them coming back into this half, because as soon as it swaps to that second half, there's no telling what M80 can bring out on the attack side, especially with such a seasoned caller like Caillou.
yeah.
I think he's been doing an excellent job, especially working with Kaplan since the beginning of the year back on Sentinels.
Yeah, this has really been an opportunity for them to go on that road of revenge, really. Caillou and Kaplan. A poor exit out of the partnerships. Everybody knows it. For them, this is a validating moment. It's supposed to be, at least. Envy, they understand the importance, though, of shutting it down a team when they are really just getting started. They can't afford to let M80 in whatsoever. It's a prime opportunity to get an early upset win. Move forwards in the play-ins.
One thing out of Envy is we haven't really utilized any sort of lurker towards that A site, so hopefully Rossi will be maybe finding some sort of a lurk up towards there. And with this op coming up on Kesnet, there's really no telling how slow they want to play this. A big pace change after that timeout to try and throw M80 off and actually bait them into going for some sort of a trap play that can just get dismantled by Kesnet.
I'm a little bit worried, though. If they don't have an objective around it, just waiting for M80 to peak.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them down.
Well, not much time on the clock, but they do have that B main control early. What a shot. I mean, just control and containment out towards mid. Kesnet put straight to the mud.
Knight's my goat.
This is where Envy starts to look a little rough. This is where they have a hard time kind of coming back into the round with a whole different look, a whole different plan after a pick gets got by M80.
Yeah. It's a big opener, M80. Trying to play with a lot of discipline here. They are conceding a lot of space into mid. Giving them control of it entirely, essentially. Letting Envy just walk all over this one, but again, another 1v1. There's going to be one out with Glyph going down. It's going to be troubling stuff here. Caillou is beautiful with the off angle. Bonnie just sliding to the side, and with that spike drop down, no more chances now for Envy. Gotta say, slow round experiment. Might be going to miss. A lot of the rounds that Envy have been winning were powered by that aggression early on.
Yeah, it's a little bit questionable putting an op in the hands of Kesnet when a lot of the success that they were having was him going hyper-aggressive, using his own stun, and the rest of the team's useful to find an opener and get that man advantage. But M80, I gotta give props to them this round. Adam, SPZ, getting an insane early opening kill, allowing him to play a little bit further back, and also not falling victim to the pressure that was going on B Heaven. They still stayed in that two-man setup towards that A ramp.
Oh, it's a nasty angle. Barely any time to react. Beautiful work here for M80. If they're going to be finding a way to pave success in split,
Bro, why is he
keep it going. It has to be like that.
I think composure is really going to be the name of the game for M80. Not panic over-rotating, not panic flooding in or trying to fight a brawl that they're just not ready for.
Making it feel like it could be, again, another one of those B pops, but Alvin is biding his time, holding down. They're just walking out past this one. It's a Horns into the back, up through heaven. This one's going to be taken out. Just gets the one, but Alvin's still there. Alvin! Almost there with a reset of his aim. Eventually brought down. A spike needs to be retrieved. Reclaimed eventually. Rossi will be rejoining, regrouping. It's a 2v2 now for M80 to play in the retake. Bonnie and Caillou. Horns towards the back. Eventually going to be snap 2 broken. Up through heaven. Shots fired. Rossi will play his life now. Brought down to the brink, but he's done the damage, surely. A lot to do for Bonnie. Overdrive popped off. He hears this one now, just trying to sidestep it. And it's a lot to overcome. An immense amount of pressure. It's Kesnet taking over once more.
I mean, what a round from Envy. For making it look like it was a similar B exec that they've done a few rounds in the past. Ended up just walking out. And it didn't even look like it worked out for them. M80 were ready. They were getting those straights. Nizibel goes 1 for 1. Alvin there to clean the rest up. And then in that 2v2, I think M80 were really expecting them to kind of be a little bit more aggressive. You saw Bonnie there focusing more towards that B heaven stairs. Just get picked apart, and it looks like a very similar round for Envy. Why stop what's working?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been working out for them. Let's take a listen in to see what Envy are cooking.
I'm binding. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go, go, go,
Bro,
go.
this whole team's just yelling.
Gonna smoke, guys.
I'm holding his smoke.
Default.
More backside. Smoke.
Bro, you missed again.
It's okay.
Bro, he can't believe
Yo,
himself.
wait.
Yeah.
Kesnet can't
Yeah, we'll see,
believe
Was there a gap on
himself.
the right?
Yeah.
Bro said, you miss again? And Bell is
Dude, knife out, right?
pissed.
Yeah.
Can you just get the
He
bomb
is
right
so
now?
pissed.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
not
doing it
helping the Kesnet
They
toxic
tried blocking. There was like 2
teammate,
people on there.
narrative.
Opera was
that's
there, yeah?
going on.
He was,
he was-
No,
he
he was
was
V. He was V.
He was B, okay.
Yeah, at least
I have
he found a
1
little
smoke and
bit.
1 TP, Chris.
Heard.
What do you want to do?
Just keep walking up.
We'll just follow your pace.
They are so.
They over rotated. We saw all 4 on B.
I'm holding ramp. Holding right side. Could be left.
They're gonna play. It's M80.
I'm
guys.
walking in
Yeah,
now.
they're gonna play like pussies.
Bro, I think you
Yeah.
1-1 it, bro. I think you just take the risk and take
Yeah,
one
I'm
for
gonna
fights.
push one.
Let them play,
Yeah,
guys.
go.
Just don't tap yet. I'm gonna push one.
Heard. I'm gonna play
This
for
shit's
heaven.
Tap at
so
24,
funny.
okay?
I'm sucking
Fine.
every
No,
door.
no.
This shit is
Let
hilarious.
it Pravin.
Holy fuck.
Respawn.
Have it in teams 1.
Fuck.
Ropes and 2 spawn.
Holy shit.
Fight for you. There's smoke for bomb.
Okay, I mean, that is unbelievable.
That is unreal.
I hope my mic wasn't live at the end of that because I'm making all sorts of noises over here. That is just ridiculous by Team 1.
I mean, M80, they should be
he said
expecting
swing
that
them like
aggression on Knights
pussies,
getting
bro.
that
They're
first
pussies.
pick. No one was playing
Holy
anti there. They were able to get the trade.
Holy
But then Demon 1 just getting that insane flick.
Just
They
gets
were
ahead of
ready
it
for it
too.
too.
Yeah, they're all looking for the one
said,
side
yo,
of the
they're
smoke that was jutting out of
M80, bro.
heaven.
Just
They weren't
swing
expecting
up.
that.
No,
Just
that
take
timing
these
was crazy.
fights.
Literally, as soon as that first player tries to get on that spike,
That's the funniest shit of all time, bro.
It's
I mean, it
sublime.
can't get more perfect than that.
No, it really can't.
It really can't.
MV sitting at 8 and 4, again in the lead at this half.
Bro,
They're on
I
the
gotta
verge
watch
of
that.
knocking
That
M80
shit is
straight down to that
hilarious.
lowers.
First, Kesnick's like, yo, you miss again? And then he goes, oh my god. And then they go, yo, it's M80. Bro, swing. They're gonna play like this. Bro, my fucking goat, bro. This team is toxic, and I love it.
Immediate change. If you see something and it's not actually there, you're gonna miss
Yeah,
your
this
shot.
team is
Like
so
equalizer
fucking
and
funny, bro.
vibrance, I can react quicker to it.
I
I
would
can
much
shoot
rather
better.
play this team than fucking M80.
And that way I
Holy
can
shit,
always
bro.
trust them. That I can just focus on competing. My performance will always be at the top level.
Demon 1, top 3 of all time. Top 3 player of all time. Top 3 player of all time. Top 3 player of all time. Don't make me say it again. Top 3 of all time. I swear to God. I swear to God.
So look, I don't get a lot of opportunities to do interviews and like talk to the players and stuff. So right now, your boy's gonna shoot his shot. Demon 1, help me with the op. What can we do? Can I get any training? Do I have a chance to get good with this gun?
A chance? Yeah, it's pretty easy to use.
Do you want to help me?
Yeah, if you watch the matches, you can probably pick up a thing or two.
I mean, of course I watch matches. So can I get like specific training from you though? Like, can we sit down in a Discord call and you train me?
Yeah, on the stage, go ahead.
No, like in a call. Like, can we? This guy, you know, we can't get him to go. We can't do it on stage. Unbelievable.
The fuck, even one? That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. What was that round?
Let's get to it then. Team 1. Absolutely spurring away GB's advances. Will not be doing any individual one-on-one coaching, but guess what? Lock in with ExpressVPN, scan that QR code on your screen, and Envy, I mean, they're the talk of the town right now. They are 8-4. They are dominating, genuinely. M80 are the ones that are having to come up with answers here. It's their map pick of Split. We wanted to see what they've been cooking up after such a long break of preparation, the boot camp, everything, adding up to this. For them, it was like, I mean, essentially everybody making out like we were rolling out the red carpet for that matchup against Sentinels, but they are finding it a heavy test, I think, early on.
Yeah, and I think a big part of their attack half here, we talked a little bit about it, was Caillou, but I think another player we have to look at is Bonnie, being able to go head-to-head with Kesnet and meet that same aggression that we're so used to seeing him have.
It's Kesnet currently. He's on a heater. 15 kills to his name. Trap play cooked up. Paranoia being held, some util off the back of it. Slight jiggle. Steven One trying to get that information. Trying to contact peek out of this one, not even using the util, but the bullet's rattling down. It's done a lot of damage. Bonnie potentially in trouble. The molly well placed. It's going to be slowing down the aggression for now.
I mean, what a call from Envy, too. I think realized that M80 has a read on it.
He slipped the net. SPZ, that haunt went straight past him, and he's looking for a little bit more. He's calling for the rotation. Troops to arrive away because he realizes he's got that timing. All this space over towards it. Contain now. None the wiser. 2.
Oh my god, bro, whiffed those
Okay, over too early there. The shot's so rattled away. He does reveal the hand, but at least still has the space. Envy willing to try and fight this one forwards, but it's misplaced in terms of the util. The Paranoia done a little bit better. Players just trying to rapidly retreat, get back to safety. Envy in a good spot. Need to play forwards. SPZ is desperately trying to make the most of this one now, but great push forwards. It's immediately traded. Now Nismo's left in that 1v3. Going to be surrounded now rapidly at that position, accounted for, but there's Kesnet once more.
I mean, asking for a miracle coming out of Nismo there to win that and get that pistol round online for them, but Envy, I really like that mid-round call for them. Instead of falling into that trap, instead of realizing that M80 has a little bit of a read, and instead of letting M80 try and bait that out, peeking into them towards that mid site, or towards that mid, and kind of just doing so much damage. And I think that's the name of the game for MV right now. They always feel like they're one step ahead. Even in that retake, M80 looked like they had a good brawl kind of brewing towards that screen, but Envy peeking so early into it and just disrupting that.
You're just getting one step ahead of the timings.
I really want to see more aggression coming out of M80, especially coming out from Bonnie and Nismo. I want them to be the dynamic duo that they've been working all year to kind of become and showcase here in stage 1, and, or sorry, in America, is on the stage. There we go.
Exactly right, though. It's not what we were hoping for from M80. It's looking lethargic in terms of their opening match here in the play-ins.
They need to start disrespecting Envy. I think right now they're so focused on having the perfect utility, having everyone ready, when I think they need to start, instead of planning, start actually acting.
Start doing.
Initiating, yeah, exactly.
Less hesitation. Oh, they've revealed their hands. The Outlaw invested into here in a round like this. Doesn't come up with what they were looking for. Plenty of targets that are waiting on that half armor, but we'll see. They're moving in a different direction. Not going to have a lot of time, though, to work towards onto the B side. In fact, Kesnet's waiting there, scumped weapon in his hands.
They don't have shield? Oh, yeah, I mean, no.
I mean, it's tough. Not winning this pistol, being forced to try and get a hero gun on Bonnie to open up the round, and already there's only 25 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to...
That's the Outlaw down and out. They'll be able to reclaim this one, but like you said, there's only 20 seconds remaining. Time is of the essence. They don't have much of it whatsoever. Trying to play the way forwards. Rossi just peeking out wide, and it is all just shambolic. M80, of course, they were never really favored in a round like that. They never had the money to get things going, but Envy are on a war path.
But now they're down 6 rounds again, same as they were in map 1. It's such a hard battle to climb back onto, especially when we look at their most recent split. There were a lot of problems that they were having on the attack that led it to go into OT against SRB. So not only are they struggling to get into these advantageous positions, but even if they get to that point, who's to say that they were actually able to fix a lot of those mistakes and a lot of those weaknesses that they were having originally?
That's exactly what the break was supposed to do. A lot of time to shore things up, fix things, but they might not even have a chance to show what they've got on a half like this. They've got to do it now, but earlier investments mean the money is not ideal. It's not a really proper buy from M80. And a Bulldog Guardian working with the Sheriff. Rossi is just going walkabout to the bloody judge, okay. It's peppered down in mid. It's okay to take risks. You are on the bonus if you are Envy. Flash forwards though on a refight. It's util that goes both ways though, pound for pound. Envy want nothing to do with it.
They have the man advantage here. Will they be able to convert it?
They're so active though. I mean,
they
are immediately rotating around. Oh, this is a ridiculous read.
I mean, either way, they would be playing retake towards one side, so might as well stack and try and gamble where M80 and anticipate where M80 will try and end here.
The gamble is
the right call. Yeah.
Yep, it definitely is. Kenseth it again, this time slightly further back in terms of the angle he's approaching. Fast lane forwards, he has to fight forwards here, but that Hornet is good. Will rip him to pieces. Will not do much to really dissuade any of that. Bonnie! Snap into the opposition. M80 were desperate for a round like that.
Hopefully they'll be able to carry that momentum, especially coming out from Bonnie. He was the player in Challengers that across their Stage 3 8 series win, he had a 1.42 KD, 262 ACS from purely just playing his own game. He would instantly run in off of util. He would instantly try and go for fights and literally look for more. He would overheat, but he would get away with it. Not only with his movement on Neon, but just his raw mechanics. And we need to start seeing that shine more, especially in these rounds where M80 are just going for that first opening pick. That's what Caillou's specifically calling for.
Some fake pressure over towards B. Bonnie off the back of most of this one here, spotting a couple of these players out, but the side is going to be vacated. Demon 1 peels all the way back. The goal to pull rotations. They might have achieved it. Players have moved away. Envy. There's no activation on the other side of things. M80 is slow going. Only now getting a move on him. At this point, realization it was all fake pressure.
Early do got a chance.
At least no matter what, going into this post plant, they are going to have players towards that A main. They're not giving up the entirety of space.
Guessed it! He's trying to get ahead of it. We were talking about it. The pace, the lack of hesitation is what was paving the way here for a team like Envy. But you're right, they have that main control still accounted for. M80, the luxury of it. Nice sort of flash forwards, is dodged and turned. M80. Not to be removed, ingrained in their positions. Not getting shredded to pieces ever so slightly. Doubled up though, they'll do the job. And a bit of spam into the smoke to finish things off. M80 finding it now, a foothold, a bit of breathing room.
I mean, that opening trying just to send Bonnie in, looking for a pick with that Neon Wall and the Fade util to support it there. It didn't even have to pull rotates because Envy were able to call that bluff on that and not worry about kind of rushing into slight flooding and giving picks to them. But it still did enough so that M80 could just end up towards A and get into a nicer post plant.
Forced timeout here out of Envy. It's the second one now used in this map. Feeling like it now because M80 have definitely got some momentum behind them. 2 round wins back to back, that's no fluke.
No, they're starting to have a little bit of a different look. I feel like we're seeing the players kind of start to come alive, specifically Bonnie, on a lot of these opening engagements. Even when it seems like there's so much util being thrown at them, he finds a way to go past it and punish Envy. And even though Envy, I feel like they're doing a fantastic job at having different looks, whether it's trap, it's early round trap setups, or going for some sort of mid-round aggression, or even playing full retake. I mean, that last round, it didn't work out for them. There was a little bit of disconnect, and M80 did a great job at putting that stall pressure towards that screens, and kind of left Envy to fight for their own individually, just flooding out one by one.
It's been what's winning rounds for Envy. It's getting ahead of the util, the setups that M80 are trying to set up. This time no shut down. Envy
And after these timeouts, it might be a little bit harder for Envy to have a strong read on M80, especially if they're coming out with a new look, maybe a pace change, speeding up, especially towards this mid area.
See it now. It's the right weapon for the job. Bonnie, he's got an outlaw. Looking to put a punish on for the Envy economy. They're on an eco. Now forwards though, this is aggressive as anything. Hoping for a deep push into B main. They've got a flash being held at the ready by Knights. M80 though are cautious. Not willing to rush into anything here. A lot of util being used to see if they can lay claim to some space in mid.
I mean, also just a very passive setup from M80, not following up with bodies at that utility to take space, knowing that Envy are in a little bit of a weaker buy. They may only have classics, but we've seen that those classics can do damage on both sides.
Yeah.
Just really taking their time, not falling into any traps or not wanting to.
It can be a deadly game, to be honest, if you run out of time against an eco. Opens you up to mistakes. The goal to play perfect Valorant. That's how you end up losing. 35 seconds left. There's a stack of players in B main that have not been removed. Where is the spike going? What is the goal?
And we're so split across the map.
All over the place. 27 seconds left. What is the goal here? We don't have much to work with here, but now they're going to be moving forwards anyway. I mean, they just jumped the gun ahead of it, realizing they lost control over towards mid. It's a paranoia and it's a good adjustment here. Talvin just got to play time by his life, make sure he doesn't give up this gun. Being assailed now, double TPs just to get the hell out of here. He does his job, does it well, buys time. Doesn't give his life up. Been able to find a follow-up kill. Last one. Left is going to be Glyph. Navigated in the end.
I mean, Alvin, he played that perfectly, knowing that all that focus was coming on towards him instead of his teammates on site, trying to stay alive to buy time for his teammates to kind of be able to either go for that B main crunch or at least get that bomb down and set up for a post plant. He lived so long, and in the end, we still weren't able to kind of get that gun or get a trade-off. And that's honestly something I want to see more out of M80 on their attack app, is I don't mind them playing a little bit slower. They're too close for comfort, way too close for comfort. But I think they have such good lurkers with SPZ and Alvin. They're great at kind of dictating how they want to go about taking space or giving it up and just holding. They have great reads individually. And I think that's something we haven't seen shine yet.
A little bit too close for comfort, but got them a win regardless. And it smiles on their faces. Good to see, because at times, especially in that first map, it was feeling like the pressure was definitely get to them. Yeah, it was getting tense. There was missteps. Communication was pretty tight as well when we had that listen in.
A nice pace change coming up from here. M80 love going for these contact burst exec plays to really catch off the enemies off guard. In this case, it's Envy.
Oh, Demon 1 could be in trouble here, but he knows his job, knows his role. He's immediately going to be vacating out towards B.
A lot of that. And that Viper utility not allowing them to instantly flood if they wanted to. Envy, when they do these full retakes, they've looked a little bit rough.
They're trying to go for it now, but they've got a pit to contest with as they run it back in the hands. That's going to be leading this one forward. The rest of his team hoping to follow through. Snapping to the dome. Nismo is no more, but still, it's M80 answering back. And as long as they survive, as long as that pit remains strong, there it is. Another one on the board, now trailing just by 2. This is very real presence by M80.
Retake against a Viper ult.
It's nice knowing that they have different looks, and Caillou's kind of getting a feel on when to call them. That's something that he used to shine so well at in Tier 2, is having an idea of when to go fast and go for a straight exec, or when to slow and kind of feel, or play slow and feel out the map a little bit more. And this was a perfect example of, you know, how he's able to call on a feeling, on a whim. And Envy, if M80 do decide to play at this pace, Envy are going to have to work a little bit more, be a little bit more cohesive when it comes to those retakes, and have a set idea going into it.
Making it feel like it's a lot of presence just with Nismo and the Boombot. Not a whole lot more behind it. Just the team. Just the one player breaking that Prowler. Doesn't give away the game just yet, but now they want to send it flying forwards regardless.
Yeah, they're going to lose this game.
Vacated is the site. M80 in the post plan. They've got very good control over towards ramp and main.
Looks like Envy might contest that space though.
Yeah, looking to see if they can gear up for the fight. Caillou
He's literally not going to get it.
Going to be hunting for a little bit more, but if he lets loose with this, oh, he's going to be getting good information. The rest of the team is not even there. We'll see how M80 deal with it. on the extremity. Envy left wondering where is the pressure actually coming through and forwards. This great util. Gun's even better as well. But a supplementary as the spam and glide forwards is shut down here. And Nismo just from the side. It's a fantastic post line from M80.
Yeah, having like planting for heaven, keeping that A main control and that triangle setup. That's something that a lot of teams often don't get a fall back into because they had so many bodies alive. They weren't contested on that exec, and Envy took a hot minute to actually regroup for it.
It was something I was seeing missing, actually, when we were looking at M80 play split before they were playing in the play-ins. It was a month ago, granted, it was a long time ago. But I wanted to see that evolution in their play on split. I'm glad we're seeing it now, a reason for why they picked it in this series.
I think
It's very nice.
We're starting to see all that, you know, preparation paying off.
Huge. All these VOD reviews paying off.
Yeah, there you
Literally
go.
what I just said.
There
Thank
you go.
Nismo, we are in sync, bro.
There you go. Evidence straight towards it, and now just one round down against Envy. The momentum has shifted.
Yeah, it definitely has. God,
Looks like they're playing a little bit slower here too, which I don't even mind.
Hello, Forsaken. He's trying to make a play towards it. See, stun ricochets out, and Nismo's so ready for it.
Read like a book.
You haven't seen that play before. Nice, you are hard committing into the corner. Bloody hell. Just lucky that he's alive there. It is an eco.
Just trying to find that gun that just wasn't there for him in the first place.
Is up on the box. Shut down. Re-clearance of the space over towards B main. Spike, by the way, not picked up, so M80 have no intention of rushing into things again.
And they do fairly good in these little duo pairs that they have going on, knowing that, hey, even if Envy do a disruption or a trap play, that we'll be able to get that trade out. They play very cautious on rounds like this, but so far it's paid off for them. It's just that clock and the stacks that Envy have been willing to do.
Yep.
They're 4 here.
Troubling. If they spot this out, though, Alvin does have an ult to get all the way over towards the B side. If it just gets a little bit too dangerous for them, and now they're going to be sending it forwards anyway. Ult's popped off. It's Kesnet without overdrive. They've kind of pulled the trigger, but potentially a little bit too early. These Envy players are being pulled way out. 20 seconds remaining. And now it's just a cleanup duty occurring up towards that A side. Kesnet ramps his way around, will earn himself at least the one, just trying to glide to the side, but it's defended. And M80, they draw it level.
They're trolling.
I mean, man, these ecos have me on the edge of my seat, and I'm standing. Like, it is scary how they want to play these rounds, but I am hoping that with the ults online, they will start to pick up the pace, maybe throw Envy a run for their money and catch them off guard. They've been trying so hard, especially towards that B main, to have a lot of those trap setups going.
It doesn't matter how we did it, it matters how we finished.
That's it.
That's true.
It's all about how you finish. And right now, M80 looking like they're potentially sailing all the way to Summit, that map 3.
I don't want to watch Summit,
be way down here.
God,
B-main
please,
control.
Envy.
been a big
Stop
priority from
trolling,
M80.
bro. Everything about this is terrible.
Going around it, so Envy just trying to put a stop to any plays that are made.
M80 just trying to gather as much info to see where they would want to take that space towards, either towards vents or towards that B heaven.
Hello. Raze Rock is going to be popped off here. This is Nismo up the gut, straight through mid, but he hasn't spotted too many players whatsoever. Just seeing the tail. One of the individuals, Nismo trying to play this one forward, but he's bundled up in the process, and Rossi, he's still active here inside the pit. Reinforcements arriving, it's Kesnet straight in there. That DTP into the back, and what a punish. It's a spike left into no man's land. It's all gone too wrong. M80 trying to punch their way through a difficult situation.
They tried so hard to big brain that, having Bonnie actually run through that all and pop the Raze ult. You hear that Q on the side of Envy, but you don't hear any footsteps towards that mid. He was trying to catch them off guard there, but unfortunately, they were playing so far back already, unable to actually get anything off of that ult. And Kesnet just being that anchor outside of the Viper ult was killer.
Just flooded all the way in.
Bro, it's 10-10. It's 10-11, bro.
Set up the Viper's pit. Ambitious here from M80. Critical round for Envy to put online.
Great chip damage coming in from Kesnet.
Spam is going to be going back and forth here. Still a lot of tension in the air. M80 are not out of the woods just yet.
Envy going
they got for a
play.
flash play. It's a paranoia. It's the stun and a flash. It's going to go on either way, but this is all Envy. What a play to make. Straight back to the playbook, which has carved out so many rounds for them. At aggression, getting ahead of the play from M80.
I mean, Envy had the read. M80 have been putting a lot of this pressure towards that mid space, even if they're doing it quietly. Every round they've seen that they have players there. Instead of allowing M80 to wait for that Viper util to go down and make that first move, they just shut them down before they can even get started.
Doubled up.
Thank you.
It's all contained.
Thank you for
And up to
for
12
not
rounds now,
fucking
Envy.
trolling.
2 chances to see if they can drag it all the way and send M80 toppling down to that lower bracket.
I mean, that was perfect. They were all out in the open.
Vietnam-esque, really.
Yeah.
They love that little triple play with the duelists in mid.
Nice, bro.
I gotta give Envy props. Not even just their team chemistry going into it, but the reads that they've been having that I can only imagine are coming from their IGL glyph. It's phenomenal.
It's been a good turnaround for them. Looking for a little bit more now. The pressure potentially overwhelming, but should be contained. Not quite. Hold on, Alvin. He's unaccounted for. They thought it was just a 1, and he slipped the net. Found himself at least another kill to reciprocate and potentially earn a way forwards in a round like this.
And M80 hearing all that pressure towards A, knowing that there was 3 towards that site, but still not taking space towards mid. No, instead regrouping towards that A site, taking that 4v1.
Well, Glyph is going to be getting all the information in the world with that one. That's 4 tags, remaining 4 players. And the TP from Team of 1! It's not heard! They're deaf and blind to it all! Being wrapped around now, this is M80. Being squeezed, the hammer and the anvil. Envy, they can taste it. Something in the air. The level up of their play. Rossi just taking these solo fights out. It's up to Nismo and Alvin. But that Dayward Destiny versus Sentinels. It's all on the line for them. M80, still alive!
And the 2 players to do it, Nismo, who has gone through so many teams in Tier 2 since 2021, being able to see the rest of his teammates find success in Tier 1 and not be able to get that for himself. And Alvin, just last year on TSM, he was 1 match away against the previous iteration of Envy to make it to Tier 1, to actually ascend, but just falling short in that last match. 1 series was all it took, and you know, they're the 2 players to be able to keep them alive in their first showing here in Tier 1.
Massive step up. Individuals popping off. M80 are not done yet. And we're pulling out the Odin, are we? Okay.
And trying to keep it cool, still willing to play slow, trying to utilize their lurker towards that A to get info and maybe find an opening for them that'll simplify the round. Dog catches.
Yeah. SPZ is going to have to respect that space. Immediately retreating M80.
But look at the rotates it brought over from Envy. Mid is completely open.
Massive over-rotation. Envy have left B completely open. Demon 1's going to be a hard challenge ahead of him. He wants to try and hold it down over towards that B main angle, but without B having control, it's going to be tough. Let's see if he can at least vacate. Peel it back, but he's really looking for the pick, but it will respect it. He gives up that space now, M80. They spotted this out, sniffed out where the empty site is, but Envy, not one that takes things lightly. They've got to run it back, waiting in the back pocket, and they're going to be looking to see if they can flood their way in. The plan down, Knights. He's forwards with it now, trying to lay claim to most of this one, but again, it's shut down, but over the shoulder now. It's Glyph and Rossi activating.
I mean, there was great punishment on the Phoenix ult, but that's not a body. They still going into this 4v3 retake. No utility.
Try and find more. No util really to work if it just comes out of the raw aim jewels, but Envy are just on top of it all. And on top of the world, a win like that, M80 denied that Dayward Destiny versus Sentinels. They move forwards in the bracket, and they send them spiraling downwards.
It's over.
That's definitely not what they wanted to show today. They wanted to show the team that's been grinding, finding that success in Tier 2, the team that put in the work all month to find that early success.
Fuck this, bro. We're loading a bell. We're loading a bell. I don't. Can I change the YouTube name? Is that possible? Bro, this shit wasn't even letting me go to the studio before. Oh, there we go. Let's can we? Yeah, I think we can change the name. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Let's do this. Holy shit. Alright, open Val, my camera turns to a fucking slideshow, bro. Chat, are we cooked? I literally chilling into the water. Does my camera work? It kind of works, and you can probably hear the fucking fans on my my computer going off. But we're gonna at least try to play ranked. Here's how we're looking. I know, bro. Not even gold, bro. Oh my god, this shit's fucking stressful. I lost a shit ton of my placement game and got put in fucking bronze. Look at dumbass. I had to climb all the way out to silver, which fucking took a second. I would have been out, but I had this fucking 4-game losing streak. Oh shit, I low-key have some shit I need to do real quick. Should I cancel? Alright. We're gonna cancel queue. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. It might take like 1 minute. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. Maybe 5, maybe 6. I'll be right back though. Oh shit. Holy shit, I'm back. Hopefully that didn't take too long. Bro, what? The bit rate is lower than 0? What is that? What, no, I think we're good. I don't know, I was saying something with the audio bit rate. I think we're chilling, right? I'll blow shit up on my phone. We're chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. Alright. Let's get in the queue, boys. Holy shit.
Match found.
What? Let me play the game. Holy shit.
I've got all the time in the world.
Tracker was being weird. Why is Tracker being weird, bro? Oh, okay. It's not like a separate thing. I understand. I understand it now. Are we dropping any frames? We skipped a few frames. We should be good though. Yo, loading in the game is hell on earth.
You can take the girl out of Salvador, but you'll never take the girl out of Salvador. Wait.
No, bro, we can't.
Yo, let's go B first round, guys.